Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for your daily tea day and congrats on first, as usual. That's how I read your message. Got it again. You sure did. Yeah, well, that just means that they miss out, doesn't it? To be fair, if nobody paid attention to the announcement and the end of last stream, then they probably didn't remember I was streaming Thursday instead of Friday. So maybe it's just catching them off guard, you know? They might just be a little caught off guard. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing the Spill the Beans demo. I got an early access key for it, which is exciting because it's my first early access key. But I'm gonna be playing it for about an hour, and then we're gonna go on to Persona. I didn't want to like miss my Persona day, but I also really wanted to play the demo of this game because it looks really fun. And I wanted to, like, I got the key for it, so I want to play it early access, of course. Let's go. I'm gonna skip on over then. Need to do the checks. So true. That's so true. One? What? You what, mate? 7? Wow. That's low. Minus 35. Well, that's at least that's a little bit higher. Most important one. There we go. There's the most important. What's mine? 7? Sheesh. 50? Okay. 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 What about this? Wrong. There we go. They just had a little blip. They had a tiny little blip. Whoops. Let me move over here. 79. Hell yeah. Now I shall load up the game. Pause the music. Blink. Wrong screen game. Oops. Wrong screen. There we go. There we go. I saw you made brownies. I saw. Can you... Why can you not hear the game? I set this up yesterday and you could hear the game. Eh? Well, let me have a look. How dare it?
So it's been a year. I'm very proud of you for making it this far, dreamers. Ararararararu to you, and ararararararu are you to chat dream 158 nod dream 158 aroace.
Dwayne! What the hell? Arararararu to you. Arararararu. Welcome in. Just give me a second. I'm trying to fix this audio because I don't know why it was working yesterday. Application SCP audio. Bonk bonk bonk. Now, can you spill the beans? There we go. I don't know why I had to recapture it. Ridiculous. Now I've got to move you all the way back down into the audio folder, you little shit. There we go. Now I can concentrate on chat. Does that sounds fine, right? It's not too loud. Thank you so much for the resub, Dwayne. What the hell? It's been a whole year. I'm very proud of you. What? No, no, you. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate you. I can't believe it's been a whole fucking year. What the hell? Since when? How did a year go by? How did a fucking year go by? That doesn't make any sense at all. What? You what, mate? Thank you for the resub. And I'm using the new little froggy emote. Wee 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 wee. Look how cute it is. It's been like what, 6 months? I know, right? Oh, hello again, you welcoming bunch. Raven, hi. I'm gonna. For some reason, the game stops playing music when it's on the title screen, so I'm just gonna play some of my own music for now. How are you doing? How are things going? How is the house and the family? Have you got many things sorted again yet? I can't imagine how fucking stressful that all is. But I hope you've managed to get some things sorted. I think I missed something. Addie and Petey had some. Addie liked them a lot. Was smiling and having some. Oh, apparently they're good. Yeah, I did see the picture of your brownies. They looked tasty. Num num num. Things have been difficult, but I'm surviving. We don't have our house yet, but we have temp accommodation for the moment. But our longer term accommodation is next week. Jesus Christ. How the hell does... I have had intrusive thoughts about that. Let me tell you, I've literally had intrusive thoughts about a car driving into my house, and my bedroom is right at the front of the house, so that's probably why I have intrusive thoughts of it coming in, crashing in, and unaliving me. But how does it actually happen? How does someone actually do that? Do you have any details on how it happened? I mean, hard, it's like hard, because you don't want to hope that it was a valid reason and that like it was medical, because then that means there's something wrong with that person. But then you don't want to hope it was a drunk driver, because that means they were on the road. Like, and you don't want that. It's really, that's really difficult. What the fuck, man? I'm glad you're all safe though. Actually, that's the... As much as it is annoying that you freaking as annoying as it is that you're out of your house and stuff at the moment, at least no one was hurt. Turns out an elder had a courtesy car which is electric and he wasn't used to it, so he accelerated by mistake instead of reversing. Oh no! Well, if they've been given a courtesy car and it's not something they're used to driving, surely they should have done like a test drive with someone who... I don't know. It seems a bit dangerous, you know? We had one small temp accommodation, we have another small temp accommodation tomorrow, and then a big one should be next Tuesday. Gosh. You're still trying to stream for the raid train, aren't you? Are you able to actually do that? Did you like move your PC and stuff? That must be so freaking stressful. I'm so sorry, man. You're still doing it. Well, fucking props to you, honestly. Like, for real, Jesus. I'm just glad that nobody was hurt. Because, as annoying as the rest of it is, at least, that's the big thing. I don't know if I can use my rig yet, but my backup plan is my phone. That's completely fair. That is completely fair. Well, when is your time slot? Actually, because I've just been in the raid train and then I see whoever goes live, but I don't know other people's actual time slots. If I get to them, then I get to them. If I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. Hopefully I can make it to yours though. That would be lovely. I'm kind of just lurking mostly, and then whenever it comes time to like raid out, then I'm like, hi, I'm here. Choo choo. Yeah, I'm gonna get to this game because I'm only playing it for an hour, and I don't want to. This music's distracting me because I really like RuneScape. I'm only playing it for an hour. Also, I noticed something here in the settings which I really liked. They have a dyslexic option, which is really nice actually. That's actually harder for me to read. It's harder for me to look at, so I won't be using it. But it's nice that they have that. I love that accessibility. Right. So this game, if you don't know, the premise is you're the one who done it. When you're the one who done it, who can you get to take the blame? Who can you get to take the fall and spill the beans when you're the one who committed the crime? It's like a visual novel reverse detective thing, and that's a really fun premise. you, you've done it. Against all odds, you managed to pull off the heist. You're shaking. You're shaking outstretched hands. Grab the cafe's secret recipe. As its power pulses through your body, your heart aches, your breath flutters. Mere echoes of what was taken from you. What will soon be yours again. My time starts around the 12th and the 15th, and it's 12 to 2 p.m. 10 to 12 on the 15th. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make them. I will be completely honest, my sleep schedule's really bad. I sleep through the day because being disabled, I don't go out and work, so I just sleep when my body wants me to, and I'm very much nocturnal, so I probably won't be able to make them, unfortunately. But yeah, I would have, and you will fucking smash it. Unfortunately, my sleeping hours are just during the day. Like I miss a fair few people because of that. You will do amazing. I believe in you. Plus, everyone has been so supportive, and everyone, knows, like in the train, knows about your situation as well. So I'm sure they'll be even more supportive. Sleep is important. Yeah, I just kind of like, if I force myself to go to sleep early, I don't sleep because of my insomnia. I just lay awake all day and I just lay awake in my bed for hours and hours and I just don't sleep. And then when I do manage to pull myself out of bed, I'm even more tired. So I just sleep when I'm able to, and that turns out is me being nocturnal. Insomnia does fucking suck. It's horrible. Um, oh, but at this crucial moment, you can't help but think of the other people in this cafe, the ones you're about to drag into a complicated criminal mess. You can only blame the scroll's influence for such inconvenient sympathies. If they were in your position, they'd do the same, wouldn't they? They'd know that after everything you'd been through, this was the only option left. Hey yo, jazzy music. Hail and well met from Artifice. Okay. People say that Artifice Country is the most magical place there is. Yes, Artifice, where 100 years ago, the worlds of spirits cracked the earth and spilled over into ours. Well. But now those spirits worked 9 to 5s. Arcane powers fuel cars and charges phones. This county, once the cradle of magic, has become as mundane as any other. That sucks. Capitalism got to the magical creatures. No! And an unmagical human like yourself? Among shape-shifting sirens, carbon fire constructs, and wizards, you're exceptional. Exceptionally dull. And exceptionally underestimated. Oh no! Is this us? No matter how much you tried to fit in, to love this place in all its wonders, it's never reciprocated. All it did was take. All it left you with was emptiness. So why not take something back? Steal everything the county denied from you. Feel that gnawing emptiness and then leave it behind forever. Luckily, you know what you need, and exactly where to find it. The Familiar, a downtown cafe noteworthy only for its secret recipe, locked tight in a back room. And conveniently enough, they're hiring. So desperately that they aren't asking for experience or background checks. Oh gosh. Oh no. I mean, I worked at a cafe and I didn't get background check. I didn't even have any experience. I had a good reference, but I didn't have any experience with background checks, so... Cafes don't tend to do that. All that's left is to put together an application. Not anything you say really matters on it. It really does. Okay. Oh, okay. Dreamers. No, skip. Arcadia. That's me. 123 Placeholder Avenue. Phone number? No. I'm a... fun-loving... What a wizard. I'm so glad tomorrow's Friday. I'm counting down the days till Tuesday, to be honest. As movers move our stuff and I can get my PC back. Yeah, for fucking real. Monsterfucker isn't there, Faye. I can't choose it. I could choose Thrill Seeker, though. Monsterfucking is thrill seeking. Who loves monsterfucking? Destroying my enemies. Arcane power. Yeah. I am good listener. Possible sidekick. Power. Unlimited power. Grandmaster problem solver. Problems. Mind-boggling understander. Surprisingly okay snack fetcher. Please. Oh my god, and you spilled it over it. Like, here, like, here's my things. I'm that one. Ooh. My skin tone is like this. Wait. Yeah, I get to change my hair! Whoa! Oh, that's nice! I really like that. I like this hair, though. It's me! That'll do. It's cute, right? Very diverse. Who wouldn't want to be teamed by monsters? Yeah, please. Team player. You want team player? Where was that? Wait, was that here? Oh, but please is, you know... Please makes me sound more like a bottom, to be fair. Please. And pronouns? I know! And I like that you can choose other. Oh! Oh. Oh, that's so nice. So we're like, oh. Oh, them, they're always sitting by themselves. O's always sitting by themselves. O are always sitting by... I like that! That's really fun! Oh, I love that! No, that's really nice. That's actually really, really nice. Yes. Amazing. I'm not missing anything, am I? I'm a fun-loving thrill seeker who loves arcane power. I'm a good listener, a possible sidekick, and please. I'm gonna change this ever so slightly to more brown. If I can't have a really good, like, hair like my PNG tuber, then I'll have this. Done. A few days later, you're face to face with the familiar. Monet's neighbours are all dust and drywall. Its facade seems unbroken, even if the varnish is peeling from the edges. This kind of looks like a paw. Even though it's like a coffee and then like beans, it looks like a cat paw, which is really clever. For a moment, nothing. Then you spot a silhouette in the window, who flicks its neon sign to open before waving you over. You cross the street, repeating the details of your plan. You need to get in, get out, and, for the smoothest possible getaway, try to find someone else to take the blame. Can you really do all those things without running into any complications? You've already reached the front door. You can hardly turn back now. Let's go in! Who's this? The cafe laid bare before you is... Oh, that one. I like that one. Is almost indistinguishable from the scant images you found online. Mismatched chairs, royalty-free wall art, well-kept but worn down. You don't get long to take it all in. A construct towering over you, 2 meters tall, stops wiping down the counter and turns to greet you. Oh, so cute! Look at them. How could we ever betray them? You must be dreamers. Great day to finally meet you. Sorry, terribly rude of me to not meet you at the door. He reminds me of Shale from Dragon Age, but not mean. Not mean and likes birds. Instead, doesn't kill the birds. Oh! She reminds me of Shale. It's a she! She's a she. As she strides over, you realise how old her vessel must be to have no custom limbs or decals, just worn grey stone, flowering moss, and that tiny blue bird nested on her shoulder. She! I love that! That even more reminds me of Shale, because Shale is also a she. It is perfect. Oh, she's so cute. I'm Sloan from the emails. Lovely to have you on board. Did you get here all right? I saw your address was uptown, and now we're a wee bit out of the way. Before you get a chance to reply, she's already yanked you into a crushing 2-hand shake. For a moment, you worry that she might have pulled your arm from its socket. Actually, I shouldn't get chatting just yet. Today's schedule is pretty packed. What with your induction, and I barely found time to fix breakfast for Atom. Oh, hang on. This is Atom? Atom, say hello to Dreamers. They're your new co-workers, so be polite. If everyone's as nice as this, how are we ever gonna place blame on them? It's not Sloan. I can't do it to Sloan. Can't do this to Sloan and Atom. Tweet, tweet. Atom's usually my only company out front. Oh, I love how the bird has emotions just like she does. So it'll be nice to have you too. I mean, I love this job. I really do. But after 6 years of working the floor by myself, starting at 5 every day, fucking hell, man. Do so badly you don't find a scapegoat? I don't know, if one of the people are a dick, then I guess I'll blame them. Not that you have to come in that early, of course. We're only meant to start at 8, but it pays off. It does. As Sloan trails off, you have a chance to put your plan in motion. You spend a long time figuring out other people's so-called feelings, and just how easy they are to manipulate. If someone's in a good mood, they'll probably think better of you and suspect you less. Then again, make someone upset, they might make for an easier scapegoat under pressure. Oh. What's best for Sloan? Better make first impression count? Oh, I've worried you with the 5 AM thing, haven't I? I just want to stress that you don't have to do that, honest. Well, I feel it'd be nicer to be nicer to Sloan. I mean, I guess... Oh, I whacked my controller and it saved. Okay. Oh, look at Atom! Look. I'm being nice. Oh, that's sweet of you. I tried to bring out the best of the old familiar, but to know other people actually notice. The lights flicker overhead before Sloan can finish her sentence. Oh, sorry. I thought that was fixed. Should call the electromancer once I get a free moment. Anyway, pack schedule. I've got pastries in the oven, then a delivery after. Come on, let's get you in your uniform. If we're quick, I can show you how our recipe works before any customers arrive. The recipe. What's the secret recipe for? For everything in that cafe? For the coffee? For the cakes? What is it? Sloane strides through the door beyond the counter, beckoning you to the kitchen beyond. It takes 3 steps just to match one of hers. Oh my gosh. The kitchen, built from cool metal and right angles, is warm with the smell of apricots. You breathe it in while Sloane roots through a nearby cabinet, before suddenly sighing. I thought that said a wild Tartaglia appeared. I'll say this now. Sorry about the fit. She hands you an apron like her own. Exactly like her own. Actually, in that it's far too big for you. It's bound to slow you down and make you look utterly ridiculous. Your one should be here tomorrow. I hope this is alright in the meantime. I mean, yeah. How are you gonna steal the recipe while wearing this? We'll figure it out. Thanks a million, Dreamers. Glad to see you're an upside. You're seeing an upside. God, I can't speak. Here's your name tag too. As you wrap yourself in the oversized apron, dress, and pin on your name tag, Sloane smiles. It's a small, sad smile that weighs down her whole face. Look, I'm not sure everything you've heard about this place has been grand, but once you put in a little elbow grease, she really shines. And I've got a lot of elbow grease. I just want to say that you wouldn't be here if I didn't think you had the same drive. Your application told me that much. It did say please, though, didn't it? I knew that was a mistake, so I ignored it. Do change that in the next draft, please. I didn't. Your application actually has dialogue changes. That's amazing. At the end of the day, those are just words. Your experience was what really settled it. I mean, it must be quite a privilege to work for... Buzz! There! Pastries! Why don't you pop into the office while I grab those? Fred, your manager I should say, ought to be ready. Big grey door on your right. Best of luck. You take 5, no, 6 steps towards the office, a hiss of heat escaping the oven behind you. Beyond lies Fred, the owner, the one from the newspaper, the one whose recipe you're here for. Oh, thank you, Seribot. Seri is doing a good job. You ease the door open, but no one greets you. Hanging there with the little cat. It's usually a cat hanging down, but no one greets you. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the colossal metal safe that occupies a quarter of the room, just a few steps away. You knew the recipe was protected, but not like this. The safe looks like it was taken from the set of a heist movie. Should be locking up gold bars instead of, what, a recipe for coffee? But as you run your hand across its surface, wondering just how you're going to crack it open, there's a rustle nearby. You snap upright with a bolt of unbidden adrenaline. Oh, is the cat the manager? Like a dragon emerging from its hoard, a tiny gold-eyed tuxedo cat rouses from a pet bed on top of the safe. He blinks stickily and suddenly glares at you, fur on end, eyes aglow. Don't touch my shit! He's got a little heart. I'm sorry. He spits the words at you like darts, light cracking through his panicked eyes. The air in the room starts getting heavier, as if brewing into a thundercloud. Who sent you? If you think you're gonna best me in my own domain, then... Wait, you're the new hire, aren't you? Quick as a power cut, the light in his eyes blinks out, and the pressure lifts with it. The cat sighs, leaping smoothly from the safe to the desk. Sorry, that was unprofessional of me. I'm Fred. Welcome to Familiar. Good to have you on board. Well, given the terrifying magic and the talking, he's not a cat. He's a demon bound to the form of a beast. A familiar, in other words. That's the last time I'm pulling an all-nighter on admin. You're lucky to still be young, human, because the first entry, things get... Sloane wanted you onboarded, right? We have one main rule. Do everything you can to show the economist types that this place isn't a bad idea. More than fire safety drills, we need drive and spite. So that's what I expect from you. Are you clear? I am full of spite. Well, I don't feel like there's any point in trying to... I don't know, like, can you frame the boss for stealing his own recipe? Surely you can't frame the owner. Crystal clear, boss. That's what I like to clear. As long as we're on the same page, you and I will get on just fine. We're on a happy little family here. We're just hard workers. This isn't going to work if you aren't prepared to work just as hard as me and Sloan. As if you're on cue, Sloan enters the office. A kettle of boiling water in one hand and a packet of coffee in the other. She starts mixing two in a mug. Oh, he has two. Okay, boss. Morning, Fred. Everything all right in here? I heard a bit of shouting. Oh, no. It's all fine. I've just been giving, Giving dreamers the lowdown on the familiar. Our history, what we do, all the good stuff. Sloan gazes at Fred, tracing the tiredness in his eyes. Her smile dims a little. Oh, that's nice. I can join you now if you'd like. We can go over the finer details together. If you've got time, by all means. I love Fred. With firm movements, Sloan puts the kettle down and closes the door behind her. Fred's eyes look onto your name tag, again as he reads it under his breath. You forgot my name already? So, dreamers, let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns. We're open 8 to 5 most days, but your shift goes 30 minutes longer at the end for closing. Anything after that is overtime. I can give you the forms. You get overtime here? That's better than the freaking place I works. Costa don't pay you no freaking overtime. Aprons go on the hooks in the kitchen. If anything gets spilled on it, don't be afraid to excuse yourself and replace it as soon as you can. Oh, and if you are going to excuse yourself, and on it goes. Sloan and Fred don't speak to you as two different people, but as two halves of one business, efficient, organised, and trusting one another as best they can. Officer, please, I didn't steal the recipe. Me and the boss have never seen eye to eye, and I feel like they're trying to frame me. I've just been trying my best at work, as any other employer. If you befriend all the other employees over the boss. That's so true. You could definitely be like that. That should be most of it. I'll be with you at the counter for your trading, so don't hesitate to ask me any questions. She's cut off again by her phone. Oh, excuse me, Dave. Hey Sloan, just unloading the van out back, so there's your heads up. Thanks, Dave. I'll be right here. I should be off. Need to give my signature for the deliveries. Thanks again, Fred. Oh, Dreamers. Before you join her, I'm sure you've heard about our recipe. Must be dying to learn what makes the Familiar's coffee so irresistible. Well, it's not so much a set of instructions as it is, well, I won't get too arcane with you. It's more of a background thing, like the internet. You use that, right? Point being, even if you don't see it, it'll still work its magic behind here. Work its magic back here. In the drill-proof, bomb-proof, 6-gauge safe, which only me and Sloan can open. Also, I cursed it. So it's protected against teleport-based attacks too, of course. Oh, create an opportunity for Fred to act suspiciously in front of others. Increase Fred's suspicion of Sloan. Oh, Sloan offered to show me the recipe earlier. I don't want to be mean to Sloan, but I also really like the cat. This is really hard. I just like everyone. I'm just gonna end up befriending everyone, and then learning that I actually really like them, and then staying here and not framing anyone. I'm really, I guess I should do what the game wants me to do and do this. Well, sometimes I need to summon something from inside without opening the door, so, but I guess someone else could, Well, I'll, make sure that's dealt with. Don't worry about it. He looks back at the veritable vault behind him, as if checking that it's still there. Can never be too careful with these things, especially in this economy. I mean, wasn't it just last week that Raphael Hendricks wrote off his beauty store chain? It's inspirational how these CEOs act. Expanding isn't easy. I mean, ideally, we'd have an accountant, a consultant, another chef, but we've got you, and you're one hell of a good start. Especially with our regulars. Ugh, you'll meet them soon enough. You should catch up with Sloan. Anything you need, I'll be back here, going over these papers. As you leave the office, Fred pours a single sheet of paper from the files on his desk. Even upside down, you recognize it as your CV. No worries, Raven. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you, and I really hope getting your accommodation sorted goes as smoothly as possible, my love. Not a moment after you enter the kitchen, someone waves at you from the back door. In the doorway next to Sloan is a uniformed courier, a human, just as unremarkable as you. A precarious stack of cardboard boxes wobbles threateningly behind him. Say, you're dreamers, aren't you? Sloan was just telling me about you. All good things, I promise. Mostly good. You wrote please on your application form. That's a bit fucking weird. Dave gives Sloan a package and gives you a conspiratable eyebrow waggle. He pauses to take a long breath inward through his nose. Oh, is that a apricot? So you did go for the new recipe. Fred must have taken some convincing. I'm just trying it out. We'll see how it sells first. Hey, if I can buy one some off work, that's one customer right here. Guaranteed. Sloan breaks away to put each package in its right place. Dave looks at you, eyes glittering. Hey dreamers, have a good first day, yeah? Decrease Dave's mood to, actually who cares, he'll be gone soon anyway. Increase Dave's mood to give him a bright start to the day, I guess. That's so funny. He might not be here for it, but if all goes well, today's gonna be good. That's the spirit. Any more for me, Dave? Just a couple bigger things, but I'll grab those this time. Don't let me interrupt your induction. Are you sure I could carry? I'll catch you later for that pastry, yeah? Dave walks away whistling, his footsteps gradually going quiet in the alleyway. Dreamers, I am so sorry about Fred. I know he must have overslept today. That's on me. Her hands are balled into fists. One's so tight that even the stoner starts to buckle. No! It's okay! Sloan, I love you and I will protect you at all costs. I just wanted your first day to be easy, but oh well, let's get you behind the counter, shall we? There won't be time to take you through all the machines, so let's just fill the drip maker. I keep the house roast down here. She effortlessly pulls out a burlap sack of beans, scooping them into the grinder. As you pulverize them, the aroma of coffee fills your lungs like a cloud of bitter smoke. You'll protect Sloan from yourself! Hi, Ita! Thank you for the daily tea and the quiet love. I'm gonna sip some tea right now, because I need some. I might try turning on the auto forward, just to see if that helps, because my wrists are kind of hurting. Tech's been all over the shop, hasn't it? We should get a wee moment to breathe now. Only one customer comes in this early, and they don't do Mondays. I'll introduce you tomorrow. How fast does it go? Okay. Sloan smiles, the stone wrinkling around her eyes, and it dawns on you. This is beginning to feel like a real job. Just as you finish that thought, the front door swings wide open, and your first customer skips inside. I'll be back shortly. I've got to regulate going out shopping today, so speak soon. Of course. Hello? You spot at least 4 shades of pink in their outfit. Pink fingernails, pink sun hats, pink lipstick, backpack. That dress must be pretty bespoke, too. Pricey. Hello? As they draw close, you spot the pointed fangs in their cheery smile, deep red eyes behind their tinted glasses. A vampire. Inform me about what? Good Good morning, Sloane. And also, no worries, Ita. Take your time, my loves. So... Oh, I spoke too soon. Morning. Before you order, this is James, our new barista. Ah, so you're finally upscaling, you know? I saw some prime real estate going cheap on Moonbow. If expansion's on your mind. They just got one new worker. Expansion is not on their mind. I was on about autocorrect. But about verbal incorrections. So it's no longer milky oolong tea. It's officially... Oh no. What is it officially? Mookie oolong tea? Oh gosh. Also, I got my tea pigs today and I did not get any all day brew. I didn't get any. How dare. Out of all the tea I've bought from them, I don't get any. It must have just been people who bought it during last week. I'll just have to, you know, use your code and get some then. Slow down, we're not taking over the industry just yet. The vampire looks as if they have more to say, words bubbling just beneath the surface, but settles on a pout. Yams, I will. James, this is... I'm Jessie, with an I-E. Jessie's eyes swivel to you with abundant curiosity. Your apron's so big. I'm more of a tailored fits myself, but I know that baggy looks have been catching on lately. Draws focus to the wearer being separate from their clothes. It's just the wrong size for me, babe. Some tea and a brownie, do it. Oh no, it's nothing like that, just a supply chain issue. What'll it be this time, Jessie? A hot chocolate, please. I'll have it with, whipped cream, nutmeg, caramel, marshmallows. Wait, will that fit? Marshmallows, then whipped cream, then caramel, and the rest. Oh, but what if I got cookies too? Oh my gosh. That sounds really tasty, actually. Give me one with everything, and 2 chocolate chip cookies, please. I guess vampires can eat real food in this world. Sloane's already off to one side, rifling through her arsenal of ingredients. Meanwhile, Jessie brandishes a pink bat-styled mug from their satchel, placing it on the counter as their eyes flick back to you. Go. Even if Sloane and Fred aren't aiming for world domination yet, you're still on the front lines of their expansion plans. They're investing a lot of trust in you. Magic? That's true. Could be magic. Could indeed be magic. Tell me, do you feel like a good investment? How far are you willing to go to succeed? Oh, I am willing to go very far to succeed in my own plans. I've got to be mean to somebody, and I like Jessie. She seems lovely. But still, so far, my favourites are Sloane and Fred. Vampire peers deep into your eyes as if making out something in the distance. Yeah, but she isn't Sloane. I see. That's all I wanted to know. So, Jessie, what brings you here on this lovely Monday morning? Are you trying out a new schedule? I feel bad. Yeah, she's not that level of love. Oh no, I'm meeting the board in person after this. I could use the energy boost. Ah, for your infamous internship. How is your family treating you then? Oh no, don't make me feel bad. The same way they treat everybody. If I could afford it, I'd be here to help the familiar instead. Aww. But then Fred's just like everyone else. He sees my last name is Hendricks and thinks I'm some sorcerous corporate spy out to suck the proverbial blood from his business. Oh dear. Of course, the Hendrickses. Rich, powerful, and mostly troubling for you. Magically talented. Jessie looks at you, anticipating your judgment with a flat smile. Uh-oh. Fred did say he was looking for a consultant. Jessie to act suspiciously. Suspicious of Fred. He called your father cashing out on failed business inspirational. I mean, he did say that, but let's say this. He did? I didn't think he'd have the prudence to. Well, if he's looking, maybe I could spare a few minutes before I go. Oh no, we're causing drama already! Oh no! Try not to let your family get you down, Jessie. You'll get your chance to prove yourself someday. Surely Sloane would know that he's not looking for that. Well, if all goes according to plan, that chance should come today. Fingers crossed! Oh my god, look at her! Sloane passes Jessie's now full mug across the counter. By some miracle of physics, it hasn't spilled over yet. I'm gonna change this down a little bit. It's not going fast enough for me. Maybe this is a bit ambitious. If I could use a cookie to scoop up the cream and then let me... Oh my god, that's too fast! Sheesh. What did she say? To scoop up the cream and let the marshmallows melt, I could finish it in 30 minutes. I should go. Thank you, Sloane. Dreamers, I'll see you later. Swipes their card, then their mug, then makes a beeline for the booth seat before the payment even goes through. Wow. They assemble their workstation in mere seconds. A sheaf of papers, a stack of textbooks, and a particularly pinked laptop. The mug stands vigilantly at a safe distance. The other one went by so fast, and then that one was slow. Jessie was a surprise, but at least they're a nice one. I'm just grateful they didn't come in the same time as... Uh-oh. Oh, before she can finish, the front door swings open and a siren rolls into the room. Oh my god! She's wearing a sleeveless orange turtleneck, a magnolia-covered jacket that's relaxing on her shoulders, and a perfectly photogenic smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. Because she's like a mermaid? Because she's a siren? She's in a wheelchair. That's so cool! Because of course she doesn't have legs to walk around. But that, and like, it's like, fit. So like, oh my god, no, that's really, really cool. And also she's beautiful, but that's really cool. Hello, the familiar. It's a perfect day for my long overdue review, don't you think? You'll have to forgive me. I came straight here from my morning swim. I must look a mess. Oh no. I already get her vibes. Oh god, she's an influencer. She runs one hand through a river of glossy pale hair, parted an immaculate side cut and raises a smartphone to the other, brushing it like a paper fan. Oh no, she's an influencer! Don't worry, dreamers. I'll handle this. Jessie shrinks back, arranging their books into a makeshift wall. Seems to work. The siren glides over to the counter, not noticing them at all. Wait, she just nyom with her phone. Now, Sloane, I know you very well, of course, but for the benefit of both me and my adoring fans, who is this? Oh, I didn't know you'd be coming. This is Dreamers. Siren's already staring at your name tag, trying to preempt Sloane's introduction. Oh no, she looks really cool, but she's a bitch. So that's how you spell Dreamers. Enchanté. I'm Alexandra Argyro? I don't know. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. You don't happen to have a Grimoire account, do you, Dreamers? I'd love to give you proper credit in my post. How about a drink first, before anything goes onto that internet page of yours? Oh my god. Quite right, Sloane. I'm getting ahead of myself. Could I have... Straightens her back. She's got impeccable style. A blue sea salt caramel frappe with soy milk and non-dairy whipped cream on top, plus a little of that raspberry chocolate, and I can't say anything. I should have everything. Let me check back first. Did you get a plastic cup for that? Lids are in the bottom left cupboard. Jesus Christ. It seems like it goes really fast when they're speaking really fast. Do you have any of those little fish cookie? Ah, she's gone. In the silence, Alexandria's smile slides off her face. She sighs, sharply, through her nose. Are you all right? I know this whole song and dance can be quite overwhelming if you aren't prepared. But then you don't know who I am anyway, do you? No, I don't. Oh, I've never heard of you. That's the good one, but the bad one is, oh no, of course I've heard of you. Well, as much as I love her fucking style and her appearance, she seems like a bit of a dick, so. Her face! Oh, of course you have. Always happy to meet my fans. But don't bother being polite. I can tell you don't have any idea who I am. Hands full of yet more ingredients, you hand her a cup and she starts filling it with dubiously blue syrup. Oh gosh. Should I expect your fans to start ordering these frappes in the hundreds? I'm not sure they're on theme anymore. My god. Oh, nothing so drastic. It'll just make a pretty picture to draw in the crowds. The algorithms will eat it up. God, she looks like she's doing a laugh. Alexandra plucks the card from the reader from the counter with a sly smile, passes her phone across it, and then hands it back with a wink. There's a 30% tip attached. Wow. Well, at least she's a good tipper. You'd know better than me about that social media stuff. Sloane, trust me. You've got a wonderful, marketable place here. What's not to love? Those donuts? Those menus? Turns around to gesture at the cafe and her eyes finally land on Jessie. Her voice freezes in her throat. Jess? Oh no, Jessie. Alex, why did you pick today of all days to come in? Well, you might have known if you'd follow me on Grim. Forget it. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Pushing past you to tend to the transformed Jessie, Alexandra squeaks a little closer to you. Oh, were they like friends and had a falling out, maybe? What an unfortunate coincidence. Well, let's both make sure it doesn't distract us from the task at hand, huh? Oh no. She plucks the frappe from the counter. You're not sure how anything that colour could taste any better than tolerable. I mean, it's blue. Maybe it's like blue raspberry. I know when I'm not wanted. I'll just snap a few photos, then I'll be on my merry way. The lighting's not ideal, but I can fix it in post. Jesus. Feel free to dim the lights to switch right here. Suspicion of Jessie. So Jessie really didn't know you were coming, but they seem so organized. I don't know what's going on with you. I'm sorry. This one. Oh, so there is. I'll video it once I've got the post written up. We both want to show the familiar in the best possible light, don't we? She's like the hottest one so far, but I'm like messing with her. With a final smile, Alexandra takes her drink to the cafe's centermost table, posting it like an art exhibit. Jessie, still a bat, keeps staring at her, but she doesn't look back. With an exhausted puff of smoke, Jessie returns to their original form and slumps into their seat, eyes wandering to the crescent moon bracelet on her wrist. Sloane returns after confirming they're okay. Oh, was that a friendship bracelet? Oh no, did they have a fallout? I didn't think. Yeah, both of them at once were a wee bit complicated. They used to date. A motorbike revving down the outside, heralding the arrival of your third customer. This was the one I was most excited about meeting. Right? It's gotta be him. Yeah! This person is a first, even for you. Someone whose body lacks everything but a skeleton. I don't know any kind of magic that can make that work. Look at him! Skinless, fleshless, sigilless. Although he does have hair, which I'm pretty sure isn't a type of bone. A stiff, dark brown pompadour that props up a pair of sunglasses. He looks fucking sick! Look at his jacket! Grudge? Oh no. Grudge, hey, how's it going? I feel like I've barely seen you since ArtCon. Uh-oh, does Grudge... Oh no! He reaches the counter undeterred. You're waiting for Sloane to address him like the others, but she's just staring, locked in place. Oh no. What's going on? Oh. Hmm. Uh, so you're the new barista. Good job of making it this far. Makes you one of the best, don't it? Ain't just the coffee you brew, it's your resolve. What the fuck? Can we take your order? Oh no. Yeah, resolve. Well, let me tell you, I know your type, and you're up to something. I can feel it I can feel it. Sloane, I would like to order. Thank you kindly. Oh no. Let's put your new barista to the test. I'll have a coffee. A black coffee. From the pot. Doesn't have to be... Yeah. I think we might, eyes bounce between his skull and the coffee pot on the counter. Dreamers, why don't you handle this one? It'll be good for your training. When did they add Skinny Kane to the game? It's literally just Skeleton Kane, except the attitude doesn't match Kane. I don't know. I don't see a spotlight zooming down on Kane and sparkles, and then like the weird little chin thing, and then it matches. He's like, so off. Let's test your resolve. You're up to something. Oh god. Seems like she isn't gonna budge. You grab a cup and start pouring. Wait, what's their name? Dreamers? Okay, I think I got it. Dreamers. So that's to be the name of my nemesis. I'm Grudge Knuckles, and you best remember it. Even if Frederick gave you this job instead of me, there's bound to be cracks in your meticulous facade. Oh no, he applied! He applied! And our fake CV got the job instead of him! Your coffee making halts at this revelation. He had a whole rant prepared just because you got this job. With an application like that? You're making it obvious that he didn't pick you! Oh, I like him though. You caught me. This is all a ruse. I knew it. But I can't just take my nemesis' word for it. Gonna need hard proof to know for certain. You present the now full cup of coffee to Grudge. He daintily drops in a sugar cube, then stirs the coffee with a bone-like spoon, which he apparently just had loose in one of his pockets. The Poker Peach oolong tea, it's interesting. Oh. Nice try, Dreamers. I know coffee when I see it, so there's no way this... Puts it to his jawbone and takes a delicate sip. The liquid seems to vanish as soon as it enters his mouth. Where does it go? He's a skeleton. It's... Damn it. It's just like usual. How'd they get it right so quickly? So bitter, yet so energizing. It's because it's from a pot. A pot. You don't want to know? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Well, I'll be, Dreamers. Coffee's as bitter as your soul, just how it should be. But I'm still watching you. He takes the cup and spins dramatically, away from the counter. It's then that he finally spots Jessie. Why has the music stopped? Oh, it's just stopped. Okay. They immediately hug. Aww! It's good to see you. Why didn't you pipe up earlier? He did. She did, even. I was waiting for you to finish. That sounded quite personal, Grudge. Are you sure that was a good idea? Oh, yeah, you heard. You heard that. Sorry, it was just a personal... doesn't matter. How's your job going? Aw, he's actually really sweet. I could tell you, but I've not got long. Are you sure you don't want something with your coffee? Stone's made some great cookies today, and I'd be happy to buy. Go. Oh, no, no. Shouldn't give my nemesis the satisfaction. Not after walking away all conclusively like I just did. I love him. Grudge, you haven't even paid yet. And I admire your candor, but are you sure Dream is your nemesis and not Fred? Yeah, Fred's the one that didn't pick you. Ugh, Fred's a real villain, that's true. But a nemesis? That's different. Gotta be personal. He's so dramatic, I love him, right? But you don't know who Dreamers is yet. Maybe start with a rivalry as practice? A rival, eh? Having a lovely time at. No, I used lovely last time. They'll think that's insincere. Ugh, what if I. Oh no. Oh, almost forgot. Alex, how you doing? All good over there? Why is the music stopped? There's no sound. It's driving me a bit nuts. It's too quiet. Grudgy, I didn't see you come in. What a coincidence to run into both you and Jess today. Well, it's funny you're here, actually. There was something I wanted to. Oh gosh, I love the way he speaks as well. And yeah, I'll catch up with you later. You both seem busy. And I should pay. Yeah, you should pay. Grudge sheepishly returns to the counter, hands fishing through his jacket pocket for some loose coins. I read fisting. Well, I'm back. Got too caught up in the whole confrontation to give you your money. Even if most of it's going into
Come.
Fred's pocket. Ugh. Come. Mmm. Ah, thank you for the deli tea, vintage. And I shall indeed drink.
You're a short motherfucker and nobody likes you. Short!
Short. Decided to stop sending me notifs? Twitch, can you fucking sort yourself out, babe? Police? That caught me off so guard. I love that one. Have you not been here when Vintage has had their new sound alert yet? Yems. No, you haven't. It is incredible. They've had it for a while now. To be fair, you do usually join later in the stream. That is fair. Fisting? I sure hope so. I want something like that instead of my barking for my sound now. Well, that's fine. If you want something like that, that's fine. Just find something then. Faye has The Legend of Zelda. I'll take the bark! Maybe ratio moaning or Gallagher grunting combinations. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, do it. Oh my god. Dwayne, sound alert. The Sephiroth Hello Twink one? Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Oh, good to see you, Twink. You know what? I'm so down for that. Bork? You said I'll take the barking, so I've just done Bork? Question mark? Sephi, hello. Oh, it's good to see you, Twink. There we go. I'll set those up. Wait. Was blocked due to too many requests. Every 30 seconds? It hadn't been 30 seconds? Well, let me have a look to see if it went through. It didn't. They told the truth. There we go. There we go. Dwayne, if you want barking, you've either got to record it yourself or find some barking. You know? If you want the bark, you gotta record the bark. Grudge sheepishly returns to the counter, hands fishing through his jacket pockets. Oh yeah. Okay, Ita, come here. I need a VA. Well, I'm back. Got too caught up in the whole confrontation to give you your money. Wait, he said that already. Well, I'll say this. I'm practically a coffee detective, and I'm detecting something odd about you. So as long as I come here, I'm gonna do my damnedest to figure out what. Wait till you see what Fred's up to. Oh. Is it me, or is Alexandria trying to ignore you? Yeah. That one. Now that you mention it. Yeah. She's usually busy, but not too busy to even make small talk. I don't know why the music's just randomly stopped in the game. It is a little bit frustrating. Without another word, he perches on a stool by one of the cafe's front windows. Over his shoulder, Alexandra and Jesse swap looks of confused concern. I think it's safe to say that I'm framing Alexandra. Because when I tried to record it, I hated how it sounds until I get a new mic, no Eater barking audio. Well, Dwayne, then you do the barking, and that'll be a placeholder for until Eater does it. Okay? Also, thank you for the daily tea. Good job, dreamers. Now would be a good moment to put this purchase into the register. As she's halfway through showing you how to work the cash register, you turn to see Fred jump onto the counter next to you. How's it going out here? No need to panic, this isn't a performance review. Just checking things are... with no small amount of scorn. Why don't you come with me for a moment? Been meaning to have a chat. But we still need to... She looks forlornly at the pile of coins Grudge left. Even at a glance, you can tell it covers up the price of the drink, and it covers the price and then some. This might be your last chance to sow suspicions before you execute your plan. Better choose wisely. Tills out a paper notes because... Oh, I don't want to do that. I'll deal with this. Take some 5, Sloan. I just got a call and there was a cancellation at the ADHD testing place, so I have an appointment tomorrow instead of 2 months. Let's go, Vintage! Good, I'm so glad. Sloan nods, clearly grateful for this brief reprieve. As silence returns to the room, so too does your opportunity, but you can't help but overhear Fred and Sloane's hushed conversations in the kitchen. I'm just saying, if our best regulars keep bringing their drama here, no one else is going to want to stay. With a sigh, Sloane leans against the kitchen island. The full weight of this morning's events seemed to suddenly sit on her shoulders. They're good, reliable customers. And sure, things have been tricky, but we've got dreamers now. With a little hard work, we can turn this around. Besides, aren't there enough names on your board of bands already? Let's not add any more while we're going for a rough patch. She side-eyes a corkboard near the walk-in fridge. There must be at least 2 dozen names on there, each marked with a reason for ban in vindictive felt tip. I know, you're right. It's just, I haven't even cast an anti-summoning ward on this place. Not exactly a recipe for success. I did want to talk about our recipe, actually. You know, since we've got a new hire and... Can we just deal with one thing at a time? First priority is cutting down the costs. Now, I noticed the price of the algae extract for that blue drink got hiked up and I figured... Ugh, my nerves are a mess. I should just cast that ward. I'll be out front. They emailed me and called me in the next minute because it's super short notice. Oh, well, at least you've got it. I'm glad. I'm going to snooze the ad a couple of times. Because part of me, like, they said, like, oh, this is your last chance. And I'm like, oh, does this mean the demo's ending soon? Because if it is, then I kind of want to finish it, you know? What are you doing now? Fred? A sudden knock on the door stops her from following after Fred. Oh, Dave's back. Let's deal with that first, one thing at a time. Mumbling to himself, Fred assumes position at the very centre of the cafe. That storm cloud feeling starts to rise again as he begins his spellcraft. While Fred's presence draws a little attention, you start rifling through your bag, making sure you can take any opportunity to launch the heist. Just as he starts chanting, however, Jesse approaches him with a thick stack of papers in hand. Hello, Frederick. Rumour is you're expanding familiar. Very exciting. I'd love to get on board. Oh, should you be casting in front of the customers? Lord of Chains from... Oh, Jezebel. That's kind of your offer, but I am in the middle of something here. Frederick, I'm being serious here. You and Sloane have seen the contracts I've drawn up, and given your situation, you shouldn't be turning anyone away. At this point, Grudge takes notice of this conversation, silently shaking his head. Look, Jezebel, if you've already got contracts for me to sign, you've got the wrong idea about working with me. Thought you would have learned that after last time. Oh, never mind then. Roots of Patron, I just made broccoli wine. Ew. Jesse's face crumples. They walk away, clearly dejected. Grudge rushes to comfort them, skeletal hand to shoulder. Jess, what kind of spell is that? Oh, just from the simples, it seems like an anti-summoning ward. Odd. Why would you want to stop anyone from getting in? Or for that matter, why do you want to stop folks from getting out? I implore you, wait, who's messing with the lights? You turn to spot Alexandra fiddling, who turned out the lights, fiddling with a dimmer switch that you pointed out earlier. Oh, of course, I should have just kept my photos washed out instead of trying to make your cafe look better. My mistake. She tries to turn the knob back, but the lights don't stop flickering. Freddy? Alexandra, I've got bigger things to worry about than photographs right now. I'm addressing a security concern, in case you hadn't noticed. Bigger things than catering to your own customers? This is why we're your only regulars, the only ones patient enough. Grudge, that's not a very smart thing to say, is it? Ah, here it is, right on cue, the shouting match. Oh no! Then Sloane joins you in the main room, dusting her hands clean from Dave's latest package. Finally, Fred, are you doing alright? Sloane stands still at the sight of Grudge and Fred stare down. She gazes into his hollow sockets. As she registers... Oh, she's suspicious of Alexandra. As she registers the flickering lights and sheepish Alexandra near the switch, her face falls. Oh no, the electrics aren't good. Alexandra, let me deal with that. Alexandra, with no small amount of embarrassment, watches Sloane open the light switch to attempt some hasty repairs. Could everyone just wait? I'm out here for 2 seconds, and I'm already swamped with my own customers. What I gotta do for a little peace, huh? No. We've got a new hire today, and if this is the impression we're giving them, we'll be doing them a disservice. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll be finishing that spell now, without any more interruptions. Fred continues, pushing the spell forward towards completion, as you, coiled like a spring, wait for the exact right moment to strike. Even with such a prominent distraction, you know success isn't assured. How fortunate, then, that you sowed a little more chaos in advance. Jesse looks down at their stack of papers, gloom gathering on their brow. So, you're not even going to look at my proposals? You want to talk, Jezebel? We'll do it later. Just as Fred's magic ripples out into the cafe, all the lights turn off. Whether a result of Fred's spellcraft or Alexandra's meddling, you aren't going to waste the time wondering. You've done enough to distract everyone, and you're not going to get a better chance than right now. You'll reach into your bag, and in an instant, all the light and sound is sucked from the room. The sound of panic are quickly quelled by the magic now pulsing from your Cozy Co sleep-tight blackout blanket. Even in the silent darkness, you won't have long before everyone gets a sense of their surroundings. But you've been over this plan too many times to fail now. Having said that, you're still wearing a very large apron, which could be an impediment to said plan. What to do? If I take it off, then they'd probably be able to find it, so I'm going to keep it on. Deciding that'd be too much hassle to remove, you press on, unapproached. Take 3 steps in the kitchen, then 5, no 6 to the right. You pull for the door handle and slip into the office, trying not to trip over your oversized apron. 1, 2, 3 steps and you feel the cool surface of the safe. Reach into the bag and you give your can of Curse Be Gone a shake. A few sprays on the safe and the wards are already flaking off. Fred never considered such a direct approach. There's something else. A sound cutting through the silence, cracking like lightning. Fred's casting a counterspell, albeit slowly, thanks to you wasting his time on that anti-teleporting ward. Spin the wheel, then heave the safe door open, feel around on the side until you've done it. Against all odds, you've managed to pull off the heist, and did a decent job of it too. Your shaking, outstretched hands grabs the cafe's secret wrestling, while stuffing it into the tiny pocket dimension of your teleportable lunchbox. But at this crucial moment, you can't help but think of the other people in the cafe, and who, if anyone, you should pin this on. You exhale, but the sound, though faint, is starting to return. Fred's counterspell is gaining energy. Yo, I'm glad the brownies are good. If you put all your weight on the south door, you wouldn't have time to close it properly. The best you can do is return as quickly and quietly as you can. You try your best to control your breathing, not let the exhilaration show. It's been so long. As you reach the counter, your foot catches the edge of your apron! You trip as the darkness finally dissipates, an unwelcome reminder that you're not safe yet. Got to find an exit in the ensuing chaos without arousing suspicion somehow. As the silent lifts from the cafe, the first thing you see is Fred bounding through the kitchen, crashing through the cat flap into the office. Is everyone okay in here? No one's hurt? Sloane catches you just as you regain your balance, saving you from toppling over onto the counter. Oh, dreamers, be careful. The light must be disorientating. Just take a moment. I know how this looks. The last time that I handled the light, that's the last time I handled the lights, but I don't think blackouts usually come with spontaneous hearing loss. It's possible with light and sound enchantments, but it's rare. They're so dramatic. Did Fred's spell backfire somehow? Jesse, we don't have any enchantments like that. This wasn't planned. The plot thickens. Wait, where'd Fred go? Before anyone can move, Fred rushes back to the room. Nobody leaves! His eyes crackle gold and chains of light fly across the cafe. The front door, the windows, the back door. No exits are spared. We can do this the easy way or the hard way, understand? And if you aren't going to turn yourself in, I'll just root you out myself. What? I'm sorry, but whatever just happened is your business. I'm not missing my meeting. I'm sure you have a plan, Frederick, but is it really necessary to trap us inside your lovely cafe? You wanted us to say you didn't have to do that. And what are you accusing us of exactly? Sitting perfectly still while you messed up some spell? Fred, what's going on? While the lights were out, someone went into my office and somehow opened the safe, which means one of the people in this room has stolen our secret recipe. It's as if the whole room flinches. Suddenly, everyone's looking at everyone else wide-eyed, searching their faces for the slightest trace of an answer. Jesse seems to be evaluating everyone in turn, but their piercing red eyes burrow into Fred for the longest. Grudge, who I'd used suspiciously before, briefly turns his attention to Alexandra. Most importantly, however, no one seems to regard you for very long. But that means, no, this is fine. We can deal with it, it's alright. Well, good luck with that, I'll be on my way. Good luck getting past my magic. I might only be a familiar, but I promise you if you try to leave, you'll regret it. She flickers across Fred's barrier, prying for any weakness in the spellcraft. Frederick, this is utterly absurd. We've all got better things to do than play petty party in your amateur theatrics. Yeah, and why would it be only one of us that stole your recipe? What if it's all of us working to take you down? Crudge! You don't have to act like vigilantes. I'll just call the police and... Enough! Enough. This place is sealed and nobody leaves until we find our thief. Thief singular. Grudge, because if it was any more, you might have actually succeeded. As for the ACPD, Sloan, fine, I'll call them. I'm betting they'll take their sweet taxpayer-funded time to get here, then label this as unsolvable. Well, I'm not risking anyone making a break for it in the meantime, so we're going to sit here like adults and get our facts straight, understand? Now, did anyone notice anybody acting strange? Anything suspicious at all? Might get this over with faster if you fess up now. I was the one who stopped Alexandra from messing around with the lights. Maybe she short-circuited something, short-circuited the electrics by accident. Oh. And what? That was the prelude to this? Just a fun little hint? Don't be serious. Oh, Dreamer suggested it, so I thought it'd be fine. I didn't think you wanted to get in with Fred. After all the shouting matches we had, you want access to the heart of his business? Metaphorically speaking. You really could have phrased that better, Grudgy. That's got nothing to do with this. I just got the impression that he needed more staff. Hey, if you want to steal from Fred, I'd support you. Well, Fred, you were casting an anti-summoning ward, weren't you? That tells me you were expecting something like this to happen. Already blocking off avenues of escape. You really didn't explain what you were doing, Fred. Can't blame us for worrying. Hey, I'm not the one who just got robbed. I was right to cast that. Dreamer's the one that suggested it. Well, great start, everybody. At this rate, we'll have our recipe back within the next 1,000 years! There's no use trusting anyone here, is there? I know how these stories go. You've all got some kind of motive. Oh no. Jesse, the heir to a powerful family with something to prove, there's always one. I'm not an heir to anything. I'm the youngest of 5. Alexandra, a femme fatale, although she hasn't killed anyone. Probably. If it weren't from you, I'd take that as a compliment. Grudge, the obvious suspect. Too obvious even, but I'm not ruling anything out yet. Welcome in, Steve! Brr, brr, brr. Broccoli one is too profitable not to make it even if it is an abomination. Valid. So what? That makes you the hero detective? You don't even have a plucky sidekick or a hat. Sloan, the one you'd least suspect. Oh, that's good, I think. But Fred, you can't really be saying that I... Which brings us to our final suspect, Dreamers. Everyone's turned to look at me. I've got my eye on you too. But they'd have to be swimming in artifacts to pull that off, so pretty sure they're in the clear. A cursory glance around the room tells you that not everyone believes him. So that's why they're going to find out who really did this, and everyone's going to be polite and answer all their questions. What? Wait, they're the detective? I would have been perfect for this job, although playing sidekick to Fred, yeah, bullet dodged. Fred, you know me. You don't seriously think that I could have done this, do you? This seems awfully convenient for both Dreamers and Frederick. But could we just stay calm and not keep shouting all the time? I can't keep spending my time with people who'd waste it on my behalf. Don't try to stop me when I leave. I'm with you there, Jess, though I wouldn't mind knowing who really did it. Fred, I know you're panicking right now, but we shouldn't do anything rash. These are our customers, and this is Dreamer's first day. Why would we... Her rising voice is broken by a ringtone. Oh. Hey, Dave. Hey, Sloan, got my very last package out back, but there's these gold chains in the door. I think it's stuck. You okay in there? I'm fine. We're dealing with a burglary. I'll give you the details in a second. At the door. Oh. One of those days, huh? Is Dreamer's alright at least? Good question. Fred just asked them to interrogate us. Look, I know it's unorthodox, but we'll all need that recipe. This is our best option for the cafe. The cafe? I always knew you hated your customers, but this just confirms it. Oh no, I have an ad starting. I am going to finish this because I think we're actually pretty close to the demo. So I'm going to finish it, and then we can play Persona. I will be right back. Hello, Christina. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. I think it's probably gonna end, and then we're like the full game is gonna be us asking questions and then pinning the blame on it. I think the demo was probably just sowing the seeds of chaos. For all I know, when I get back, it'll be like 10 seconds. But we are gonna finish this, so I shall be back in about 3 minutes. I'm back. Hello, hello. We're having omelette and chips today for dinner, which sounds super yummy. Thank you. Let's finish this up, shall we? For the cafe, I always knew you hated your customers, but this just confirms it. Thank you, thank you. No grudge, just you. Can we please not fight already? He's shaking, he's so angry. We're not going. I always knew you hated your customers. No, just you. Yo, Jasmine tea, let's go. We're not gonna solve whatever this is by shouting.
Good to see you. Oh. Where did you find this strength? I've thought of a wonderful present for you. On your knees. I want you to beg for forgiveness.
Oh, thank you very much. We love hearing good old Cerberus. Sephi Serby. Yeah, it's getting a bit loud over the speaker. Dreamers, what do you actually want to do? You can't please everyone. Getting paid either way, I might as well. Let's all calm down. We're on the same side. I don't know. This is a pretty bad first day. I don't know, Eater heard, but kind of played it for me, so fair enough. You did. Bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. I'm home. Welcome home, wifey. It was mildly soothing. Well, it's because it was Cerberus you talking to you. Thank you for the daily tea, wifey. They dies and gentle thems. Yums. There was one that I did, but I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. They dies and oh, ladies and ladies. Oh, I would pay Sebi just to talk in my ear right now. It would bring me down from my rage. If he was just talking in my ear right now, I would die happy. I'm moving furniture around. I have a setup to move away. Oh, that's fair. Well, yeah. I read it as they dies and I was like, oh, like ladies. Well, you know, they dies. Pray for my back. Oh, wifey. I am praying and hoping, and I'll send Orpheus to give it a good crack. I'll send him to suplex it. Poof! Ladies? Titties? Hey, y'all. I think... Let's just do this one. These two liked it, but Fred... Oh wait, these two liked it, but these and then Fred didn't. Are we? I'm not sticking around to watch this petty theft get solved. Petty? Yeah, like hell we're on the same side. Everyone's a suspect. Already moved my couches and the bar away from the coffee table. Yo! I heard tiddies. Even so, I agree that we shouldn't start with this antagonism. I'm sure we could sort everything out with a little decorum. And hey, if we are on the same side, I can help Dreamer solve the case. Oh, we went from nemesis and rivals to besties. and partners. Look, are we doing this or not, Dreamers? No matter how strange Fred's idea might be, it could put you in a better position until you make your getaway. Time to lean on the scapegoat part of your plan. So as he starts bounding into the kitchen, you shrug and go along with him. Sloane finishes her call with Dave before following with heavy footsteps. Silence takes the space you leave behind. Do you want to talk about any of that? Just relax for a minute, Sloane. I'm going to check for clues in my office. Dreamers, join me in a minute. Clues? I didn't hire a detective, but here we are. If there's anything I can do to help, please just ask. Oh, me too. Not sure if there's much I can offer besides moral support, but you know, thought I'd say. Can't leave till the delivery's done is all. Thanks, Dave. I think we could use the support while this gets sorted. Well, It'll get awkward if I'm just looking in, won't it? I'll leave you be then. Anything you need, just shout into the alley. Best not keep Fred waiting. Maybe you'll be able to reason with him, calm him down a bit. I think he could use that right now. Asshole! You oblige her and enter the office, finding Fred in the middle of a phone call. Yeah, a theft. Lock down the whole building. Makes your job a whole lot easier, doesn't it? A locked room scenario is a little intriguing, I suppose. Person on the phone, you know that voice. Thin and sharp as wire, digging into you just as deep. But where? But if it isn't urgent... That's not what I said, N. You're not exactly getting picked off one by one. I'll be happy to be there at earliest convenience. Our department is very busy otherwise. You'll solve it by yourself, really. You shouldn't expect miracles. We are just mortal, you know. Oh, excuse me, mostly mortal. A self-satisfied laugh cackles throughout the receiver. It bounces off the back of your skull, ringing like tinnitus. If you show your face in my business, I'll see you later, familiar. Oh, could this be like, because is he the familiar to that guy? Why did I expect anything else after dialing all those tiny keys too? Ah, dreamers, here already. As you probably heard, the ACPD is taking its sweet time. Big surprise, but we don't need them. We'll do the real work. Plan is, you'll find our prime suspect before the ponies get here. The ponies! And mess everything up. You can do that, right? It's 1 in 4. Logical deduction. Fred sneaks a not-so-subtle glance at your CV across the desk. Should be easy for, a fun-loving thrill-seeker like yourself. Fun-loving? Yeah, if you want fun, dreamers, you definitely come to the right place. And you like arcane power too. Huh, an employee after my own heart. Stone cold though it may be. Right, let's put those soft skills of yours to use. Imagine I'm one of the suspects, what would you ask me? It's not... I thought the demo was going to end soon. Oh, I just realized. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the alert. Do you have the recipe? That easy. We wouldn't need detective. It's not like... I mean, are you even trying to find the right suspect here? We need eyewitness accounts, motives, that sort of thing. Stuff like, what were you doing when the lights went out? How do you feel about the familiar? Or what's your relationship with Fred, you know? That's what he wants. While you're all trapped in here, that's exactly what he'll get. If you find us a prime suspect with a convincing case, I mean, something thoroughly investigated, we can put things back to normal. Things are going to get complicated once he shows up too, so I'd appreciate having someone on my side when that happens. I know how this sounds. It's a dumb idea, but it's the best I've got right now. And if we don't do something, this place is going under. Our livelihoods are at stake here, so get out there and catch us a thief. Please. That's what it said on my CV. Your plan went off without a hitch. Until it didn't. And while your boss might be paying you greater attention, he doesn't think you did it. At least not yet. And if a real detective from the ACPD is coming, no doubt they'll find out that you're the thief. That is, unless you have a convincing scapegoat. With evidence of a motive and the others on your side, you might be able to clock off at the end of the day without handcuffs. Until that happens, Fred's magic will keep you trapped here. So with that, your investigation begins. Not to find who did it, but to find the perfect person to blame. To be continued! To be continued! There we go. That's the end of the demo. I mean, that was actually really fun. That was really fun, and I liked all like the small parts in it. Like, I loved the accessibility of it. I love the inclusivity of it. I love all the smart little like details, like the logo being a coffee cup with like the coffee beans, but it's like it looks like a cat paw, which is cute because he's a cat. Well, he's a familiar, but he's like in a cat body. I love the wheelchair, like because she's a siren and stuff. I really like it. It's really fun. And actually, I can't wait to play it when it comes out. I don't know if I'll stream it because it did hurt my wrists a bit, clicking through all of the dialogue. But I had a lot of fun. I do have the link to the Steam page for it. Spilled Dreams! Hi, music lover! I really love what I've seen so far, right? I think it's really fun. I think it's a really unique visual novel. It's like like as they described it, it's like a reverse